Hello all and welcome to my next vlog. Please stay tuned. I'm going to show you a PVA solid bag rig that I don't think any of you will have probably seen before. It's my twist on a solid bag presentation, and in my opinion this just gives the car a different thing to sort of deal with when they come across a standard PVA bag. Please stay tuned. Hope you're going to like the video. Please like, share and subscribe if you do. Any comments are welcome. Appreciate your support, guys. See you soon. So what you'll need is solid PVA bags. Small, I prefer small for these ones. You can choose whatever size you want really, but small does seem to work a lot better. You'll need also a helicopter rig. Yes, that's right, a helicopter rig. This rig you're going to be fishing it with a no trace bead, one lead core. My syndicate allows lead core, that's why I'm using it. Also a flat pair lead, 2.5 ounces should be adequate. You can also fish this drop-off style as well, which really works well. A chod rig, some pellets of your choice, some scissors, trim my beard while I'm here, quick melt PVA tape. This is a bit minging from previous sessions, but still does the job. Pop-up of your choice. Can be any manufacturer, not DNA, but I love DNA baits. Right, let's get into tying the solid chod PVA bag. I like to obviously make sure that the rig's nice and dry before it goes into the bag. You don't want any breakages, guys. Then what we're simply going to do is we're simply going to put a bit of ground bait in the bottom end of the bag. At this point you're just tying a standard solid bag. It's no different. I think the only main difference is when you put the lead in, you need to make sure that the hook bait is above the lead. So as you can imagine, as the lead is crashing through the water, the lead hits first and your boilies on top of that lead. It's critical that you do that so that it pops up out of that bag. And another tip, don't use any PVA foam. There is no need for PVA foam. All that does is it lifts the rig up and the lead core unnaturally out of the bag and spoils the presentation. So simply just fill it up with pellets. Keep sort of tapping it down as you go along, filling it up as you normally would with another PVA bag. And fill it all the way up until you've sort of got like an inch left at the top, so that we can start sort of the process of tightening it all down and getting it ready. Keep tapping it down, tap the corners in, tap the bag, get all the pellets all nice and tight in there. And once you're happy with it, you start twisting. Making sure the bag's as tight as it possibly can be, and get some of your PVA dissolvable string. You can also use the Fox method as well, the lick and stick. I just didn't have the Fox system with me. That does work better, in fairness, because it just doesn't leave as much residue around the tied end. So that is my preferable option. It's just I'd ran out, that's all. Tie that off, a couple of granny knots just to make sure it's locked down. Then we're going to start the process of just trimming off the excess at the top of the bag. just make sure you're careful when you're doing this, and you don't cut through your leg core or your line or your tubing or whatever you're using. Pat the bottom down as well, get it as tight as you possibly can, and then we'll sort of tighten them corners down, make it more aerodynamic for casting. And we're nearly there. It's one important tip while we're at this point, guys, is always make sure that your no trace bead is a little bit further up. It's never tied into the bag. The no trace bead should be a bit further up, as you can see there. Safety first on this rig. And there we go. You are ready to cast it out. And I think let's get it in the tank, and then you can all see what happens. Well, I hope you like the video, guys. I think personally it's a different take on a solid bag presentation, something that the carp are not really used to seeing. Give it a go. Also as well, I'll put some footage up now. You can also use a Ronnie rig inside the solid bag. Again, I don't see many anglers using that. And like I said before, I just think it's a different angle, it's a different edge on a solid PVA bag. Yes, you can use a normal solid PVA bag. I've used them lots and lots of times, but they're like what everybody else is using. Everybody's using solid PVA bags, everyone's using those methods, and I just personally, for me, thought it's always been a bit of an edge. And again, I've never personally seen anybody on YouTube sort of showing this content before. So yeah, I hope it sort of puts a few fish on the bank for yourselves. Give it a go. Comment if there's any tips or tricks that you think that you'd add to it. Again, I'm always open to that. I've been an angler for over 30 years, and I just love learning. I love learning different aspects of carp angling. I watch tutorials myself. I'm not saying I'm perfect in any way, so guys, if you pick up on the rig and you think, oh well, you should do this or you should do that, then please do. My thought is always on safety. A big thing for me is the helicopter system in general. I use that in 99.9% of all my angling situations. One, because I personally, in my opinion, think it's the safest rig you can use, only if you use the no trace bead, because if you have a mainline breakage, all the carp is left with is the hook link and your hook. And with any other system like inline leads, leg clip systems, it's really easy to sort of mess them up and not get them right and put too much tension on the rubbers that go onto the leg clips. So again, you think about it, if you have a mainline break off, it's quite easy for that to be pushed on too hard, and you've had the break off, the fish picks your rig up, and it can take you some time to get rid of that rig. Whereas with a helicopter system, if you have that break off, as soon as it hits the lead, it'll take that no trace bead off, it'll go up the line, and literally all it'll be left with is the hook link, and that's it. And hopefully over time, the carp, if you're using barbless as well, will get rid of that pretty quickly, in my opinion. So look, I hope you liked the video. Please like, share and subscribe. I'm new to all this YouTube. I've wanted to do it for some time. I think I've got a little bit of things that I could offer people, tips, hints. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.